Hello, Virgos. All right, happy new moon. Happy new moon. That's right, happy new moon. You made it to the other side. That's a good thing. Let's get into it. Let's get right into it, Virgos. Let's get into it. So, all right. This reading is for the 27th of April through 5th/6th of May. So that will push us right. Well, first we're in the new moon, but it also, Pluto is retrograde. So yeah, Pluto is the judgment card. So a lot of people are learning how to rise above judging other people, but also learning how to not assume that people are judging them. Now that the rose-colored glasses are being removed from people's eyes about things, and a lot of people are realizing that sometimes people that you thought that had your back didn't have your back, right? So people are starting to wake up to a lot of things. A lot of things. So let's get into it. Let's get right into it. Let's get into your reading. Let's get into it. All right, let's get into it. Let's set the tone for your reading. Stop dating people that represent your shadow self. You healed. Somebody could be in the mood for dating. Open to dating. Let's see what's in your cards. See what's in somebody's cards. Let's see what's in someone's cards. Four of Wands. So, somebody has new and exuberant love coming across their path. And something is going to feel very much like home for someone. Whoever you're dating is going to feel very much like home, especially after somebody has been bullied for whatever you've been bullied for. Like maybe somebody said you had a smart mouth. Maybe people would like pick arguments with you. You didn't know what the heck the argument was about, whatever. Something is going to feel very much like you have something in common with somebody. So, and that's what a lot of people have in common. Like people try to start stuff with you and you don't even know what the heck you're even talking about. You're like, what, huh? Can you tell me, can we start from the beginning? What are we talking about exactly again? What exactly are we talking about? Can we start from the very beginning? Because I want to make sure I didn't miss something, right? Because it kind of sort of sounds like you making up stuff, right? So yeah, something feels very much like home for some people, and confusion sounds very much like home for some people, but some people really need structure. Like some people really are motivated by some people are motivated by chaos and confusion, right? Some people really do need you to, because they have busy lives, and some people really need you to start from the beginning. Like, okay, can you refresh my memory? Can you tell me what to give me an opportunity to, if you know, if it calls for an apology, I mean, you give me some idea of like what's going on. You can fix something, right? Yeah, some people don't even know what you're talking about. Yeah. So here's a Four of Wands here. So something, like I said, some kind of homecoming could be happening, but somebody could also have new and exuberant love coming across their path too. So yeah, never assume that somebody knows what somebody's talking about. Because somebody has been bullied, you know, and that could easily swing back around to somebody's kids, somebody's grandkids, somebody, you know, people feel blindsided, because that's what I'm seeing here in the cards. Like somebody has been bullied for a long time and don't even know what the heck people are talking about, have no clue. And when people are twisting their lips and, oh, they know what people are talking about, they know what people are saying, what are people saying? That's what a lot of people have in common. Some people just be making up stuff just to create, playing mind games. To play mind games. Here's a Nine of Wands here. So somebody is definitely not going back to something, because somebody may have collapsed because of exhaustion, of just being bullied. Right? Nobody, no rhyme or no reason for nothing. Somebody may have just, like I said, something just didn't make any sense whatsoever. Didn't even make any sense. Somebody don't even have words for something. There's no excuse. Somebody's responsible for bullying somebody and somebody's not going back to that. Don't even know why somebody is bullying somebody. Somebody just believing lies just right off the top of their head. Don't even know why. So you're just creating confusion. So somebody's not going back to that confusion. So somebody's initiating some kind of conversation here. So again, somebody's going to stop dating people that represent their shadow self, whoever the past life is. And at some point, I'm quite sure whoever's tuned into this video is over 18 years old. If somebody is over 18 years old still bullying somebody, that sounds like somebody for real. And there's no judgment, for real, no shade. Somebody sound like they need counseling, for real. Imagine, for real, this is 10 of Cups here. People are sitting, just imagine being in a workplace and working with people who are bullying people in the workplace. For real. This is right here, sitting around a round table and somebody bullying somebody in the workplace. It's something else that's going on. Somebody's starting an argument with somebody because they feel like they know somebody in common and somebody don't even know what the heck the argument is about. You know what? I'm going to need you to stop talking. You sound like it's something else going on. It sounds like something else going on. Nope. At that point, there's nothing else to talk about. It was shut down. No more air. No more air. And give no more air to it. Nope. We don't need to talk about nothing. 8 of Pentacles. Somebody's learning how to master their craft, you know, at higher standards. Nobody should be subject to bullying. Nobody. That is very teenage, low vibration. It's a lower chakra. It's a lower chakra. That's fire. Who is putting energy into bullying? Who is doing that at this stage? Somebody's having a tower moment. Total recall. Total recall. Not the way people are out here getting killed. No. Nope. Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands. People out here being bullied because people think that kind of mess is funny. There's nothing funny about being bullied. Absolutely nothing. A man and a woman out here being bullied because people think that kind of mess is funny, to put that kind of stress on people. It could be you and somebody being bullied because people think this kind of mess is funny, starting some kind of argument about something that people don't even know what the heck people are talking about, have no clue as to what people are saying, what they talking about. That's what this is right here. Because people sitting around a table and plotting and planning something. Nobody know what they're talking about. Trying to make somebody responsible for something. Bringing together some kind of painful end, and ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Because somebody feel like they had a total recall, jumping to conclude. This is what this is, Tower card. So when you hear people say, oh my God, I'm having a tower moment. Y'all see some in the comments. Oh my God, I'm having a tower moment. That's a total recall of something. That means that somebody had a recall of something, but that doesn't mean that everybody involved in something has a recall of something. Somebody may not even know what people having a recall about. You know what I'm saying? So that would be like literally, you driving down the street, somebody cuts you off. Literally, somebody cuts you off. I mean, about to tear your car up, for real. You gotta, no matter if it's a brand new car or whatever, tear your car up. You laying on a horn, bum, 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 fingers going up every kind of which way, all of that, right? And somebody decides they're going to slow down and follow you to wherever you going. They got your license plate, the whole 9 yards. You thinking, okay, hey, they didn't spare it off. They got all your information, right? You think that's the end of it. You think that's the end of it. Next thing you know, they pop up somewhere else. You don't know that person from a can of paint. For real. They create some kind of mess to 10 of swords you. That's the kind of people out here going crazy. This is what a lot of people have in common. A lot of people have in common, unfortunately. You sitting there having the total recall or something. You sitting there you still trying to figure out what in the world are they talking about. You sitting out there trying to figure out what somebody's talking about. You don't know whether somebody's telling the truth or a lie. But you just chose to believe something because somebody told you something. This is the I believe sign. Nobody gave no clarity on nothing, a message or something. Just don't know whether it's illusion, confusion, intuition, just going on into. But my intuition is telling me that somebody lying about something. This source is saying, look, stop dating people that represent your shadow self. You healed. Stop dating people that represent your shadow self. You healed. Somebody is thinking about financial independence. Might learn they working 8 hours a day, mastering their craft, focusing on financial independence. Imagine having a tower fall on you, everything that you worked for moving forward, because you now starting believing in your dreams again is come tumbling down, because you got these energies that's starting something with somebody, bullying somebody, bringing something to their wish is to bring something to a total end with somebody behind closed doors. You know who's behind it because they feel like you ain't coming back to them. This is what you have in common. Somebody feels like you're not coming back to them, so they want to cause you a complete tower moment from something in the past. You don't even freaking remember what they talking about. You don't even know what they talking about. But people have chosen to believe it because what? Misery loves company and idle time is a devil's workshop. You don't even know what they talking about. Don't have a clue. Yeah. You don't know if they're business partners, lovers. You don't know what's what, right? But somebody has psychic abilities. This is psychic abilities here, right? And so you have some kind of a partnership in business and or a partnership in love trying to come in. Yeah, some kind of a partnership in business or partnership in love trying to come in, if it's not already there. But something feels too much like home for people in this teenage mindset of people. They too ready and willing. These two energies right here, whoever these two energies are, they too ready and willing, holding on to some kind in a karmic cycle. And for them, everything is about ending something, like death ending something. And somebody's trying to loop you into some mess. Yeah, somebody trying to loop you into some craziness. Here we have Queen of Pentacles because of your resources. Trying to loop you into some mess because of your resources. So, Knight of Pentacles. So it looks like somebody has been working hard on their patience, traveling. You got a job offer trying to come in. All of these other things that somebody's trying to, like, you and somebody, yeah. It looks like starting out with this fire here. Somebody dating somebody that represent their shadow self, getting mixed up with somebody's family. Yeah, you want that to be a part of your legacy? Go right ahead. Here's the Two of Cups. So somebody has a soulmate coming through, but yeah. I feel like somebody has love coming across their path, but see, everybody comes from family members. There's some people don't mess with some of their family members. Just because they blood related to certain family members don't mean they mess with all their family members. And some people, just like I said, that's what this looks like in the cards. Somebody messing around with certain people's family members, missing out on opportunities for stuff because they hearing stuff, just wanting to blend in with somebody's family. So I don't know if I'm talking to a man or woman, Virgo, but whoever you either getting ready to align yourself with in love or whatever, you going along with somebody's family member could get you in a whole lot of trouble. That's why some people don't mess with certain family members. Because this right here is the I believe card. So source is telling you to make a decision. Because you're in a very vulnerable position right now. Very vulnerable position. Queen of Swords. See, somebody don't know the full story about family members. Somebody don't know the full story about family members. Don't know the full story. And to be honest with you, all hell could break loose. If you got the other side of something, and see, it's all fun and games when you're hearing one side of a sword. But you hear the other side of the sword, and you sitting there like, oh my God, I ain't know all of that. Some people are not interested in telling the other side of the story because they done moved on and healed from some stuff. Everybody got another side of the story. Everybody not interested in drama. That doesn't fuel everybody. Here's Three of Wands. Three of Wands. So everybody not on team drama. Everybody not on team misery loves comp. Yeah, everybody don't talk about. Everybody not on team. So somebody is a leader. Somebody is a leader. Somebody's not on team. Somebody is really a team player. They're about inspiring and motivating people. Some people are really just leaders. They're not leading the pack and being miserable and loving company of miserable energies. So here we have Two of Swords. But somebody is kind of at a stalemate, trying to make a decision about some things. But yeah. So you have love coming across your path, somebody. I don't know who I'm talking to, but yeah. Somebody has love coming across their path. But there's a reason why some people, looking at the cards here, there's a reason why some people, when they introduce people to their family and they see who they gravitating towards in their family, that's when they pull the plug. They like, oh no, They gravitating towards that side. Okay, nope, they pull the plug. Clearing. So, as true offering arises, it becomes easy to let go. You start to trust that more will arrive. You shift from mine to God's. Such freedom. Such freedom. Yeah. Because it kind of sort of says a lot about energies who want to it almost says like, if you gravitate towards the darker side, and I mean like people who are lower frequency, it almost says like, okay, have you healed your shadow self? Have you recognized that you healed your shadow self? Or do you a person who feels like you gotta hang around people who are at a lower frequency to make yourself look like you're at a higher frequency? Remember, Pluto is now retrograde. By the time you watch this video, actually, let me see. Pluto goes retrograde, I want to say May 4th, right? And so Pluto is the judgment card. So Source is saying rise above judgment, but also you're not judging other people. So Source is saying, with this hidden in here, that's a chain that somebody is breaking. It's saying you're rising above the judgment. So you don't need to hang out with people who represent your shadow self. And you're not worried about somebody who you feel like, okay, they have to be less or greater than you are. Bring yourself, your whole self to the table. Everybody has a past. Why you got to find out somebody's dirt? That's what somebody's saying. The Source is saying you got new and exuberant love coming across your path. If you got to enter into a relationship, I got to know everybody's dirt before Yeah, that's what I'm seeing here in the card. Somebody has a soulmate. Somebody has a soulmate. Maybe a kindred spirit coming across your path. Yeah, but that's what I'm seeing here. Somebody sitting around a table. You have a soulmate coming across your path. Yeah. So that's a good thing. If you have a soulmate, somebody could already have a soulmate coming across their path, which is a good thing. But yeah. especially after breaking ties with two karmics who were all about money. That's all they cared about was just money. That's all everything for them was transactional. It didn't matter about anything. Forget love. That's all they cared about was money. But what I'm looking at here in the cards is you entering into a new and exuberant love. It's one thing to hear things about people, but it's also one thing to give people an opportunity to get to know them from what they're sharing with you. But if it's always what I heard about somebody without them giving the chance to, prove themselves and to evolve and grow, and yeah. So that's what sources says. Stop dating people that represent your shadow self. That's yeah. So some kind of a clearing is happening. Some kind of major clearing is happening here, because somebody may still be caught in a karmic cycle of just being clouded by particular belief systems of being around misery that loves company, and is clouding somebody's heart chakra. So somebody may be kind of weighed down with something, whereas like everybody has to prove every little thing that they say that they're telling the truth. So if they're telling the truth, somebody got to prove it. If somebody will believe a lie over a truth because they've been lied to so many times. So yeah, so that's what I'm looking at here in your cards. So yeah, there's a death card. Somebody has been stung pretty bad. Somebody's heart has been stung pretty bad by two karmics who have done some really, as far as money is concerned, and try to make you feel worthless. Somebody has done some really to you and somebody else, and trying to make you and somebody feel worthless. And so I feel like somebody may just really slow down and really just take their time. That's what I'm looking at here in your cards. I feel like somebody made the soulmate. Well, where's the card? Soulmate energy. It may just start out for just like it may start out for somebody is just like a connection. It may not even start out as anything romantic at all. It may just start out with just a connection, because starting out with fire lets me know that somebody has already been contaminated by somebody's family. So something may start out with just, yeah. So somebody may be going into hermit mode, so a light can turn on. Somebody can kind of sort of, break away from these karmics. So 3 of Wands and also 8 of Wands. So somebody can start, so you can receive downloads directly, quickly from Source. So Source can download something that's going to help somebody to get away from these karmics fast. Like help you to get away from these karmics fast. Like stop talking to these karmics real fast. Because 3 of Wands is like, they're going to think you turning your backs on them, but it's not you turning your backs on them. It's basically like you're no longer interested in this. You're taking a leap of faith, and something is going to happen real fast. And people are going to be like, oh, you don't come around anymore. You don't talk to us anymore. You don't so-and-so and so anymore. It's because for you, you're no longer interested in that. You're no longer interested in that. And then you're going to get the same thing other people have been getting talked about behind your back. Yeah. And then guess what? You're going to cut them off. You're going to cut them off. And for you, it may be heartbreaking, but you'll eventually move on. It's just immature. It's very immature. Very low vibrational, very immature. Yeah. And that's the reason why other people have cut them off and moved on. I'm going to call you a snake because the scales have been removed from your eyes. They're going to tell all kinds of lies behind your back. You got away with this, you got away with that. That's when you're going to know you had a real awakening. A real awakening. Yeah. And that is when somebody's going to really rise above the judgment. that's when it's going to be real death to judgment. But source is going to wake somebody up quick. So source is going to wake you up real quick. Yeah, but I feel like somebody at first is going to feel like, okay, something feels like home for you right now, because again, you're ruled by the communication planet, right? So you receive and dissect communication really, really well. But after a while, something is going to feel like a major turnoff for you, because people get too excited about bullying people and ending people. And, some of these energies get too excited about ending people's careers, getting people fired from their job. I mean, like this, the conversation around it, stuff that people are building, they're building businesses and brands. After a while, it's just like they just get too excited about it. And it's like it just never ends for them. It just never ends. So you don't know whether what they're telling you is a lie or the truth. They just get too excited about it. It's just like too much excitement around trying to end people. And they align themselves with other miserable people who think it's all fun and games. So here's a time to give rather than a time to receive. And you'll start to see age doesn't equate to wisdom. They'll align themselves with people who are older, younger, don't really matter. Anybody that has that teenage mindset, who likes that kind of, they get the thrill of just seeing people miserable. So won't do the shadow work. So that's what I'm saying for you all. But something is going to change for you real quick. Source is going to fast track you to rise above judgment real quick. So that's what I'm saying for you. That is what I'm saying for you. And hopefully this is going to help you. Hopefully this is going to help you. But yeah, somebody's, like I said, like I said, you're divinely protected. You're divinely protected, but you're definitely going to start believing in the power of prayer. The power, without becoming so familiar with what you're hearing about stuff. Somebody is going to really start believing in what Source says to you. That's what I have for you. Hopefully this is helpful. See you in the next video. Bye.